to F3C, everyone. This is your classmate Sophia Dalu-an under the group of learning targets. We'll discuss about learning targets in our assessment in Learning 1. Of course, as future educators, we are responsible to know how to assess our future students, to know how to help them, to educate them. My part will be sample learning targets across subject areas. So I hope that you have listened. You have listened well from my fellow reporters, the reporters before me, because my part of our report is only about the examples that will help you further understand our topic. So if you didn't understand those previous subtopics that has been discussed by the discussants, then you will have difficulties to understand what I'm going to talk about in this report. Excuse my husky voice. This is how sexy my voice is. So first, here is a table. This will be included in the PowerPoint presentation, so don't you worry if you can't see it clearly in my video. So in sample learning targets across subject areas, we do have three rows to follow. The first one is the subject area. Of course, we have to be specific on which area should we have an assessment with or on, because it's hard to say I'm going to have an academic assessment over one child, and in which part specifically, because the topic is so broad to cover. So of course, commonly we do have the common subjects that we are teaching in school. For example, physical education, math, English, science. Those will be under the rows of subject area. The second one is typology of learning targets. So what is typology? Typology means, in other words, it is the classification. It is like, for example, we are going to say young, then what kind of young? Young sick, young healthy, just like that. So it's the classification. That's what typology means. Am I understood? So under typology of learning targets, we also have three brackets. We have the skills, the products, and the effect. So the typology of learning targets, this will be our basis on our assessment regarding the subject area. So this will be our basis. This will be our criteria. So first one, skills. Of course, this you've been tackling about the skills of our since high school, and we are second year college now. So I don't think I have to explain this further. We will not be here this far if we did not understand this word. My God. So number two is the products. Of course, from the word itself, products. This is the expected output of the child, of the student. This will be the output or the objective, the physical objective that can be seen from our naked eyes. We can hold this. This is a hard copy, the product. Next, the last one is the effect. Affect, synonyms of the affect is influence. FYI, influence. So, of course, the effect would be the expected outcome. The expected outcome of the teaching in the subject area. So just like, for example, I will only give you two examples, since I don't like have a lot of examples and you will not comprehend it after, di ba? Nakakaloka if it is so long. So we'll just keep it short and concise, briefly concise. So in talking about skills, for example, we have here the math. Math, for example, if you're going to assess it in the learning targets across subject areas, in skills, where you are going to put it here in the row of the learning targets, we are going to put the skills like measure angles using a protractor. That what is the skill expected to be possessed by the student at the end of the discussion. And then the products. Given the data, construct a histogram with normal curve using SPSS. So as what I have said earlier, products from the word itself should be a hard copy. Then the next one is the effect. Demonstrate interest in attending mathematics class. That is clearly emphasized already. I don't have to elaborate that one. But as what I have said earlier, effect should be the outcome, ongoing outcome of the student after discussing the subject area. Another example, since majority of us are English majors, we are going to talk about English. Okay, for the skills, I wrote here, read a story with proper diction. Of course, we can expect this from students from the higher grades, grade 9, grade 10, and the senior high. Because realistically speaking, grade 7 nowadays are having a hard time delivering a story with a proper diction. And then the products, create an outline of a short story. Create an outline.